Basak Simsek is a social worker at the Ministry of Family and Social Services. She joins us now from the city of Mersin. Basak, it's good to have you on this program during a time when people are pulling together to help the thousands of victims of these two earthquakes. And when something like this happens, as a social worker, what are your main priorities? What are you seeing?
First of all, I want to say that throughout Turkey, we experienced very tragic earthquakes and we had so many injuries and deaths aftermath. And as social workers, our first priority is to reach those people as fast as we can. This is the most important thing for our task. So, uh,
And once you reach those people, what happens? What do you do for them? Because these are people right now who are in immense shock. They're dealing with grief. They're dealing with trauma. Are you able to help them in that way, to speak to someone, to work through this in the immediate aftermath of what's happened?
yeah, by all means, first of all, we immediately take them to hospitals, and especially we care about children because they lost their families and they don't know how to find their ways. They don't know how to uh, call help. So when first we reach them, we immediately talk to them. We give psychological and sociological support to those people who are in need, especially children. So when they reach our hospitals, our social workers are ready to take care of them. Uh, After their treatment, we talk to them and we give sociological and psychological support. And then if it is needed, we take them to our shelters. And at our shelters, we also continue giving support, psychological support to them.
Children's agencies often say that children are incredibly resilient, especially during times like these. One of our reporters even telling us that throughout all of this, you still see children trying to play with anything that they find. They try to keep going. It's something I would think that so many of us can learn from, how children still keep going despite what's happening. But Basak, for those children in particular who have lost loved ones, in the long run, it must be very important for them to continue receiving therapy and for their mental health to be taken care of.
Exactly, by all means. We as Ministry of Family and Social Services give our all support to those children who are affected from those earthquakes. So, and the most important thing during those severe earthquakes or during these difficult times, we take care of those children, and we don't uh, give their information to those people who ask for them. We just give their information to their families and their relatives. There can be so many issues about those children. So our first priority is to protect those children. And the first task of our ministry is to protect those children's well-being.
Basak Simsek, really appreciate you talking to us and the good work that you and your teams are doing in the aftermath of this devastating tragedy that's happened here in Turkey. Thank you so much.